talked about this every Friday night, saying if you can, you might want to start growing your own food or attempting to, going through the process and working out any problems or issues you may run into or face along the way. Because right now, what we're seeing in different stores across the country are signs being put up, and many people are saying here that it truly is beginning. You see here, this is only the beginning. They're saying a Tennessee Walmart canned vegetable section, basically a shortage until August. Same thing being seen right here. This Kroger. You can see what they're saying here to the end of August, and this is because of a poor harvest. Now, Walmarts are putting out the same type of warning. And as we go down through here, I'm going to skim through some of these posts that people have put out from across the country, and you're going to see right here, this is in Oregon. Same thing. Signs up on the shelves. There is a shortage. Prices are increasing. Here we go. In California. Same thing. Walker and Denham. Not sure exactly where that's at, but they're saying same thing. These signs are popping up everywhere. A product shortage. This is what we've warned about for weeks. Here it is again. Another store. And in this instance, it would not hurt if people got proactive and got out here and started trying to grow.
Alright, shalom, shalom. This is One from the Lion's Den of Yasha coming at you guys with another lesson. Hope it's edifying to your Akim and to your Aquafim as well. But before I get into it, I give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Ka Halayim La, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Harakwa Kodash Ma'amav. I'm going to do a double honors to the apostles of GMS. A salutation to your brothers that's pushing the truth and sincerity. I just came across this video. Another update on the famine of Babylon, which we are currently in right now. And as you can see on the video, it was talking about how the effective dates from July to August, where it's going to have food shortages on canned foods. So that's a clear vision, or not a clear vision, but a clear thing to see of prophecy being played out before your eyes. And also let you know that we are getting closer and closer to the day of destruction. And also to the coming of our Lord, Yahushua, to come deliver us, from this captivity, and also from the coming destruction. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Got a couple scriptures. I'm going to go ahead and start with Joel. So this is Joel chapter 1 verse 15. It says, Alas. Shalak, it says, Alas for the day of the Lord is at hand, and as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come. It says, Is not the meat cut off before your eyes? Yea, joy and gladness from the house of our power, Yahweh? Question mark. All right. So it said it's not the meat cut off before your eyes. All right. So, as time progresses, we're seeing more and more famine come into play. All right. But right now we are in the times of seeing different seeds, different vegetables and plants, different fruits, have a shortage of. All right. So we're seeing the famine, we're seeing the pestilences, we're seeing the earthquakes. I just seen multiple articles about the Ebola outbreak in Congo. So the pestilences is picking up, the famine is picking up, and we definitely seeing earthquakes picking up, especially in different diverse places. Just like how they had about over 10 different earthquakes in California. So these prophecies are being played out before our eyes, man. and it's joy and gladness to see these things, because it just giving us more confirmation to the Akim, to the brothers that's pushing this truth. All right, it's giving more confidence and more completeness, knowing that we are on the right path. All right, and also that we are getting closer and closer to the day of our powers, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. All right. So verse 16, it says, "Is not the meat cut off before your eyes? Yea, joy and gladness from the house of our power. The seed is rotten under their clods. The garners are laid desolate. The barns are broken down, for the corn is withered." All right. So the seed is rotten. All right. Especially being under the rulership of Esau, the so-called white man. They're the wicked seed also. It's twofold. They're the wicked seed, and anything that's under them is a wicked seed, man. All right. So Esau have been destroying this earth for many times since he been in rulership. All right. So it's nothing new under the sun. All right. So under their rulership, their seeds is being corrupted. All right. Just like their nation is being corrupted and being destroyed within itself. All right. So it says the garners are laid waste. That word garner, let me get that word garner. That word garner, it says gather or collect something, especially information or approval. Or the synonyms for it says gather, collect, accumulate, assemble, or a storehouse over garnery. All right. So back at Joel 1:17, it says the seed is rotten under their clods. The garners are laid desolate. All right. So the accumulation, the gather is laid desolate. Right. The barns are broken down. So these farms, these huge farms that's out in the U.S. All right. Are being desolate, are being broken down. They're not able to produce. They're not able to gather the seeds and the food and the things like that to fill those storehouses like the grocery stores, so the people could buy. All right. So we are seeing those shortages come into play. All right. So those barns are the farms. All right. And it says for the corn is withered. All right. All right, this is Luke chapter 20 This is Luke chapter 21 verse 11. It says, "And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven." All right. So with that being said, we are seeing those great earthquakes. We are seeing those great famines and also those great pestilences play out. All right. Just like the Ebola outbreak that was in New York a couple months ago, that was talking about quarantining people if they are affected by the Ebola, and also the different places in Congo. It says it's a deadly outbreak of Ebola in Congo, which can spread internationally, which means it can be spreaded across the four corners of the earth. All right, and not just in Congo. So it's gonna be more and more diseases being unleashed as time progresses, man. All right, so we gotta be watchful and be in tune of what's going on. All right. So it says gonna be great earthquakes in diverse places, famines, pestilences, and fearful sights. All right, and we seeing these fearful sights, all right, being played out and being implemented. All right. The great signs from heaven is being shown to us. All right. Many people can't see it, but the prophets of the Most High, the servants of the Lord, the so-called Negroes and Latinos, Native Americans, those men of the Most High are seeing these things being played out, and we giving warning to the people to let them know what's going on. All right. Now, if you go back up on verse 9, it says, "But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by." All right. So the Most High telling us these things will come to pass, but not to be terrified, not to be afraid. All right, because the Most High Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, they're our covering. All right, they're our tower, so they're gonna be that protection. All right, from the fearful sights that's gonna be coming. All right, upon the people and upon this land. All right. Verse 10 it says, then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And we are clearly seeing that with Esau, the so-called white man, here in Babylon, America, in Russia, all right, in China, in Japan, in Israel, all right, and so on. South Korea, North Korea, we seeing that all over, all right. A kingdom divided against itself, how shall it stand? All right. So we seeing the destruction of the so-called white man being played before our eyes. All right. But don't be terrified. All right. It's a joyful thing to see these things happening because we are getting closer and closer to the end. All right. All right. This is the last scripture. This is Job chapter 5 verse 20. All right. It says, "In famine he shall redeem thee from death, in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh." All right. So being a part of this truth, being a part of the duty of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. All right. Seeing these things being played out. All right. We have faith in our powers. All right. We have hope and we have faith. All right. So in the scriptures, it tells us not to be afraid. It tells us not to be scared of these things that's to come. All right. Like I was saying, our powers is our covering and our tower. All right. Our shield and our buckler. All right. So anything that's built up against us, all right, it's not gonna be able to stand. All right, because we got our powers on our side. All right. So when that famine really hits, all right, it says, "In famine he shall redeem thee from death." All right. So it may get really tough to where, we on our last little leg and there's nothing to eat. But through it all, we gotta continue to praise Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. All right. Thoroughly, good or bad. All right. Because we know in the end we're gonna be saved. We're gonna be taken care of. All right. So we shouldn't be wanting for anything, because we know that our powers is gonna provide those things for us. All right. So it says, "In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword." All right. And we are in the midst of war. All right. We're in the midst of World War III, right? And it's gonna get worse with when the economy collapse, when the dollar collapse, when there's no more money, when that fiat currency is gone. All right. It's gonna be chaos. It's gonna be chaos everywhere. All right. So our people is gonna be delusional. They're gonna be caught up in the matrix and not knowing what's going on. All right. And we're gonna be in a happy state, in a solitude state, in a state where we're gonna know we in a good case, because we got faith. All right. So we know that the Most High is gonna keep us from that sword. All right. All right. Verse 21, it says, "Thou shalt be hid from the scourges of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither thou shalt be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee." All right. With that being said, all right, at destruction and famine, it says we're gonna laugh. All right. We're gonna be in a joyful state when these things actually play out. All right. So keep giving all praises and glory to Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Keep doing the work as an evangelist. All right. Keep pushing this truth and sincerity. All right. So, with that being said, it's just another update of the famine and what's to come. All right. So just keep watching, keep being circumspect, and keep doing the will and the works of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Call halal la Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. By Hashem HaRakwah Kodash Ma'amav. And again, shalom to the Akim that's doing this truth and sincerity. Fully doing this truth and sincerity. and also a double honors to the apostles, and also double honors to my elders as well. And with that being said, shalom.